Hello and welcome to Screencast-O-Matic by Joshua Austin. This is Excel homework number 5. The date is Sunday, 3/22/2015, and I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. The assignment for the Dow Jones Industrial Average was to create a line graph using this information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of this information. I'm going to go Insert, Line Graph. I'm going to keep it a standard line graph because it's a little bit easier to understand and interpret, and if you needed to check back or revert back to the information, it's right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the graph so that you can see more dates and get a more exact understanding of the graph. And as you can see, here are all the dates and all of the numbers. I'm not going to use a graph like this because as you can tell, it's really hard to read all these numbers, and all that information is right here. So I'm just gonna stick to the simple one right here. I'm gonna title the y-axis Dow Jones Industrial Average, and I'll go ahead and adjust this as well just to make it more aesthetically appealing. Yep, and that's it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this information, and I'm required to find the amount of houses sold within the given area within a certain amount of time, but I'm required to do so. Using these zip codes right here. But as you can see, there's a lot of zip codes, and this would take a large amount of time to figure out any other way except for using a pivot table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and insert a pivot table. I'm going to drag zip codes down to row label. I'm going to drag sales price, and with the sales price, I'm going to go to value field settings and go to count so that I can see how many were sold in each zip code, and it gives me this. And what I'll do is highlight all of this information. I didn't want to highlight that grand total, so I just found it easier to drag it. What we're going to do is we're finding a bar graph, so I'm going to go insert bar graph. However, let's we're going to the zip codes are actually supposed to be on the x-axis, so give me 1 second. I don't know why it's This is all the information with the zip codes on the y-axis. But now I'm going to display show default access. No. I'm going to figure out how to put the zip codes on the x-axis. right here we're going to, let me do this other, fill in this other information first. So we're going to say houses sold per zip code. And if we wanted to see all of the numbers for this information, design, and I go here. But again, that is a lot of information in a very small area. It doesn't look very good. Just looks very jumbled up. So I would rather keep it this way if it's still understandable. And for the last one, what we're going to do is we're going to create a very standard pie chart. We're just going to highlight all that information, create this pie chart. Very simple. And with this one, I'd rather go ahead and identify each area. It looks a little bit better. And again, you can always revert back to the material that is expressed right here. I'm going to change the title. I move the US total because well, no, what I'll do is I'll go insert, text box, I'll put US total down here. And then I'll go up here and put 2012. There we go. Presidential election results. Make this a little bit bigger so that the title can be expressed, and move this down like that, move it a little bit closer. And again, there you have it. Mitt Romney at 47%, Barack at 51%, and Jill Stein is really at 0%. But yeah, so there's your pie chart, your bar graph, and your line graph. This concludes my recording. Thank you. Have a good day.